Politics is getting in the way of feeding people. The people that are suffering is the community, is the people that are coming here every day for food.
We're being evicted here because we're giving free food at the 707 Dundas Street Market. It's been notified to us that we are no longer allowed here because free food's been given out and we're taking away business from the vendors here that are selling food.
So 8 years ago, we started Market 707. It's really part of a poverty reduction strategy that Scatting Court is implementing. We work with developers in animating pre-development lands so people can rent a market spot out for anywhere between $25 to $200 a day. So that's also a social enterprise as well as part of our poverty reduction work with the province. That is funded by the provincial government and the poverty reduction strategy the province has. Yeah, the Soup Bar is a non-profit, I believe, and they are taking food that's destined to go to the dump and making it available to people on a pay-as-you-can basis or on free. As the weather's getting colder, I think it's going to be a little more difficult to be running that soup bar. And I understand they're going to be relocating anyways.
Really? I talked to them recently and they said they kind of wanted to stay.
Well, the situation there is that they're going to move on to another location.
I don't know, I talked to him like pretty much yesterday. I talked to Jagger yesterday and he said he wanted to stay.
Yeah, he might want to stay, but I think what we're looking at is a model here where we want to help facilitate people's businesses. And we've got a lot of food stalls here, and that sort of detracts from the people's businesses as well.
Do you think it's such a high needs neighborhood though? Like, I mean, this part.
The neighborhood here is certainly changing. I mean, like, we still have Alexander Park revitalization there. That community is going to totally change with market housing. This area is gentrified, but however, there's still pockets of people that are marginalized living in social housing. But the community is changing. Property values are way beyond what poor people could afford in downtown Toronto.
Is it true that you tried to evict the soup bar?
The soup bar, I'm not going to get into the details, okay, because currently they violated their lease and haven't paid their rent. The lawyers are looking at the issue.
Okay, well, I mean, I've talked to them and they've told me on the record that, you know, they want to stay and that they've made all arrangements to meet the payment and it.
No, they haven't, because we haven't gotten the payments yet. And the matter is in front of the lawyers. Their lawyer and ours are in discussions.
Okay, well, they signed a year lease, right?
No, they signed a year lease. The lease is up in December 31st.
So if they want to stay, would you let them stay? Or?
Well, I'm not going to speak to that now. Okay, I thought this interview was about the project that we are running.
Yeah, it's about the project and how it's affected poverty in the community. And the soup bar has been feeding a lot of people, and the rumors of you evicting it are pretty concerning because I think people really want to see it stay.
Well, that's the matter is being discussed now. Okay, thank you.
So you're not willing to, you know, let me know on the record if they're willing to meet all the arrangements and pay everything that.
The matter is in front of the lawyers now. Okay, thank you.
Do you think it'd be good for the soup bar to stay in the neighborhood?
Well, the matter is in front of the lawyers. That's it. Well, I would have appreciated what the what you were trying to do here. Okay.
Well, I mean, I told you I wanted to talk about poverty in the community, and if the SUPAR is leaving, then that's the problem, right?
Thank you.
This might look bad for Kevin, but it should be said that his work with 707 has done incredible things for the community. It's created a lot of unique opportunity, like for the woman who runs a dreadlock cleaning service here. She said she might be homeless if she hadn't gotten her business going. But Market 707's stated goal is to measurably improve the lives of those most affected by poverty. And in 2016, it received a poverty reduction grant from the provincial government for over $120,000 based on that mandate. You would think that mandate would align perfectly with the SUPAR's aim of alleviating food insecurity. However, it seems that in Kevin's model, business development is prioritized over food insecurity. Considering Kevin's acknowledgement of working with developers to animate pre-development lands, bringing up gentrification in his explanation for the eviction of the SUPAR raises questions about his relationship with condo developers, especially in the context of how he curates who is welcome in Market 707. Tridel, the most active condo developer in the area, is one of the multiple developers listed as funders on Scouting Court's website. And Tridel Communications executive Andrea Del Zotto happened to write a glowing blog post about Kevin's generous hospitality at a Scouting Court open house, praising Kevin, who became best friends forever with her son after giving him a special tour and treating him to bubble tea.
He's very good at it. See, right, Liam?
So what are your...
Did he catch one? Yeah.
The Tridel executive goes on to write about Kevin showing her son the importance of putting people and their needs first. It's a pretty picture for a real estate executive to paint of a center sponsored by her employer. Unfortunately, it's not one seen by the volunteers or the customers at the SUPAR. They, it would seem, have been swept aside in the process of animating pre-development lands.
To not be someone. I don't understand why people get in the way of that.
In the description of this video is a link to take action and request a public consultation with Kevin, Andrea, and local MP Adam Vaughan.